And we're back. Yes, we are back, and we are going to talk about step 3, the final step, which is the mix-up, and it's going to be sweet. The objective of the Vortex, keep your opponent guessing and keep knocking them down over and over again. The first up on the list here, we got the option select crouching light kick / throw tech. It's a fantastic mix-up, and what you do is you go in for a low attack, but instead of just hitting crouching light kick, you hit crouching light kick and light punch at the same time. And what that does, you see on the inputs, is a crouching short comes out by default. Now if they were trying to throw you on their wake up, then you would tech the throw. See where I'm getting? Shout out to Always Tender for inappropriate Games for Windows live notifications. And as you see, if you manage to hit the short, you just finish the combo off, the hit confirm or whatnot. You can tick into a demon, or, just a regular throw if you want to be, boring. And of course, if you do a late option select, like I'm doing there, you'll even be able to bait out wake up Shoryukens without getting hit by them, which is pretty rad. Then you can, punch them on their landing and all that good stuff. Here's a little something something with me whiffing Demon Flip Palm on the other side, and then going into the option select combo. I already discussed the Tatsu briefly, but it's worth mentioning again that you can keep doing the cross-up Tatsu or regular air Tatsu to keep getting knockdowns and continue the Vortex. That's why the Tatsu is so awesome. Of course, you can end with something else that is not a sweep, for just damage if that's what you're going for. This is a cool little knockdown that's not untechable, but it's still very useful. After an air Tatsu, cross-up or otherwise, you can do a ground hard kick Tatsu, which will let you fly directly over them, and you will land on the ground before they have a chance to quick stand, even if they do, So, it sets up an interesting wake-up game where you're directly in front of them, but it's pretty good. You can go for tick throws or low attack, option select, crap. You can even bait out Shoryukens with it, so... Yeah, and you can do resets too, everybody likes resets. They're cool looking, but they're also pretty unsafe, so whenever you can get a untechable knockdown like a sweep, you usually want to go for it. I know I already talked about jump-ins, but this is a really sneaky one. Now what you see in there is me jumping behind him, but landing in front of him. That's what's called an ambiguous cross-up, and Akuma's jumping short is famous for that. Sometimes it'll cross up, sometimes it won't, and to be honest, sometimes I don't even know what it's going to do. That's why it's ambiguous. There you have a cross-up air fireball, which is another very ambiguous setup. Even if it goes behind the opponent and you jump behind them, it doesn't always cross up. You also have a fake cross-up fireball, which you throw late as opposed to early, and which makes you land in front of them. It's not a cross-up, but it's still pretty sneaky. Combine that with the real cross-up fireball and other ambiguous setups, and you have a really solid mix-up. Oh, that's the stuff. That's right, you just seen me do a cross-up Demon Flip dive kick, and I didn't even know it was going to cross up. That's how ambiguous it is. The range is pretty difficult, and it's entirely character dependent, so better work this one out in training mode, guys. And you got your throws. You got your tick throw. You got your FADC throw, which is sort of like a tick throw. And you got your Demon Flip throw, which I like to dash forward once, and then go into either a light or a medium kick Demon Flip, which will put you directly in front or behind your opponent, usually. It's pretty helpful. The revolutionary exploding heart technique, aka forward throw trick. You do a forward throw, dash forward twice, and then immediately go into a medium or hard kick Demon Flip. And this stuff's a lot of wake-up reversal opportunity. For instance, 2 dash, medium kick to dive kick, and I stuff, reuse, reversal uppercut, it said reversal. Same thing with Sagat. Alright, reverse that shit. And I did something stupid that's not even possible, sure. And you can even do it with Sagat's Ultra. That's a medium kick demon flip, and look at it, I went right over him. Right into punish. Look at medium kick demon flip to palm, block in time. Palm is great, love it. Now check out the speed in the dash. Yeah, that should give you an idea of how little room for error there is if you want this to work. Slow-mo that shit. There I am, mash and dash. Check this out. Dive kick out of a medium flip automatically crosses Ken up. It's awesome. No more flaming shorties for you. You can even do it with the cross of Tatsu. Still stuffs a reversal. Time for the bitch moves. When in doubt, teleport out. Or jump back fierce, perhaps. Or maybe do a little back dash. Jump back air fireball, maybe? As you can see, backdash will avoid wake-up throws, which is always cool. And also, demon flip palm from either medium or hard kick demon flip, depending on range, will make reversal SRKs whiff. Now that you guys know a lot about the mix-ups, there's only one thing left to talk about. First up on the list, we got the random SRK. If you want to be a little less random, you can go for hit confirm SRK, so if they block it, you can FADC out of the last hit and dash backwards for safety, or forward for tick throw setup or something. EX fireball setups are always really nasty in the corner, so if you actually hit an EX fireball, you can go right into a hit confirm, low or high. If they block it high, you can go for a sweep, which hits low. And if they block it low, you can go for an overhead, which hits high. The overhead is mad useful if you can condition your opponent to block low, so remember that. And after they get used to the overhead, why don't you go right into a card demon instead? In training, you'll want to set the dummy to jump to make sure you're doing it right. Next up, we got the tick demon, and this is very useful if you condition your opponent to be ready for tick throws, because then they go to tech the throw and they get a demon. Told you 1,000 times not to use resets, but you probably won't listen, so go ahead, feel like gambling, give it a shot. Alright, check the examples, leave some comments, I'm out of here, good games.